Dolphins D, we already in here. Ready to turn up this year. We gon' get it.
To Hard Rock Stadium.
We gon' defend. We gon' defend. Homie, this side. And we gon' defend. Let me hear you say, his squad. We gon' defend. We gon' defend. Homie, this side. And we gon' defend. Let me hear you say, his squad. We got the whole squad with me now. Train to go. Come play games if you want to. Try to crash eyes. You done took the wrong route. We gon' crash you like a stunt dude. Check y'all like 1, 2. Tap your head like the uncle. You wanna ride, stay buckle. It get loud down here, get wild down here. Turn the field to a jungle. Never disrespect the squad that's defended by a line. And some beats on the piece on the opposition. Another line in the back, sing it to the ER. Just in case you got through the first line with tripping. But if for some reason it get crazy, I got watchers on the corner for my safety. Everybody here well coached. Change the weather under pressure, stay cool like an AC. Woo! But we still make heat. Woo! Was you trying to play me? We be 3 plus AD, but I'm a fool so low. Can't nothing break me. Be great, only way to do great things. Hit hard, only way to make a statement. Come up in our territory, make a payment. Or be in debt with your neck. We gon' defend. Homie, this side. And we gon' defend. Let me hear you say, his squad. We gon' defend. Homie, this side. And we gon' defend. Let me hear you say, his squad.
I hit them boys. We throw them toys. That's saying that QB. We them boys. We the realest. We go gorillas. We out here, homie. You gon' feel us. Don't make me come down. In that box. Like I'm red. I'll knock your socks. Won't play y'all boys. Cause we some bullies. We'll take your cookies. Cause y'all some rookies. I'm in the building. Me and Shot Jones. We do lane. We don't play zone. We play that man. So guard your hands. I see your eyes. You're scared,
we
man.
We gon' defend. Homie, this side. And we gon' defend. Let me hear you say, his squad. We gon' defend. Homie, this side. And we gon' defend. Let me hear you say, his squad. Yeah.
Emmanuel Ogber, part of the Buffet Boys. Shout out Solo D. Shout out to DWA. Let's eat.
Yo, Solo. You know they been saying you gotta make a hit squad part 2. But you know, man, we hungry this time, man. We gotta eat this time. Yeah. Back in the beast mode. AMC was trying to rap up the East Coast. Take shots, fall back, then reload. Get the powder time to slap up these foes. Anytime we hit the field, then we must play. Any boys my heart, man, I must say. Trying to stay on one route like the busway. Trying to eat teams up like a buffet. Eat the offense like a buffet. Eat the quarterback like a buffet. Eat the running back like a buffet. Eat the wide receiver like a buffet. Eat the O-line like a buffet. Eat the coach up like a buffet. Eat the fan base like a buffet. Stay on one route like the busway. I say and not quote. Go hard or go home is the motto. A pick or a sack is the lotto. Let's cook them like Emerald Lagasso. My bad, Legacy. He going south, that is not me. Hungry for greatness, so I eat. Stay in my zone like a Bobby. Jumping off the edge like E and Shaq. Straight pressure, never even back. Protection on the way you gon' get wins. Split through the middle like Wilkins. Got some backers on the back that's gon' back me up. Straight action, we be acting up. Tell Coach Drop his best plan, but it still get snatched by X-Man. Cause we back in the beast mode. AMC was trying to rap up the East Coast. Take shots, fall back, then reload. Get the powder time to slap up these foes. Anytime we hit the field, then we must play. boys going hard, man, I must say. Trying to stay on one route like the busway. Trying to eat teams up like a buffet. Eat the offense like a buffet. Eat the quarterback like a buffet. Eat the running back like a buffet. Eat the wide receiver like a buffet. Eat the whole line like a buffet. Eat the coach up like a buffet. Eat the fan base like a buffet.
Eating like a buffet, it be a long day. We ain't gon' play. Get them boys green, no subway. Pick the ball off X and BJ. I don't care about what he and she say. That's nonsense. Check the replay. I work overnight and it's early morning, but I'm turned up cause it's game day. They don't really want it with your boy. O-line really get destroyed. Ex-Patriot, Cal Van Noy. Put him on his butt, hurt hemorrhoids. What's a grown man to a boy? Jam him at the line, dare you to throw it. Discipline coach Brian Flores. Never getting rattled to the boys. Fans better pay attention, even social distance. I got a witness and you know we blitzing, but mind your business. Christian Wilkins on the line of scrimmage. Far from timid, push it to the limit, rev the engine. You know we gotta get it, Nick Nina. You know we gonna pick it, Van Ginkle. Take it to the business. Fins up till my life is finished. Say it with my chest cause I'm in it. A lie, know why, I admit it. New era, yeah, I division. A win streak, we just keep on winning. So a loser, tell them suck the limit. Bills with the Jets in New England. Miami top dogs where you hit me.
Back in the beast mode. AFC was trying to rap up the East Coast. Take shots, fall back, then reload. Get the powder time to slap up these foes. Anytime we hit the field, then we must play. Any boys going hard, man, I must say. Try to stay on one route like the busway. Trying to eat teams up like a buffet. Eat the offense like a buffet. Eat the quarterback like a buffet. Eat the running back like a buffet. Eat the wide receiver like a buffet. Eat the whole line like a buffet. Eat the coach up like a buffet. Eat the fan base like a buffet. Stay on one route like the busway.
So low, so low, so low, deep. So low, so low, so low, deep.
You already know, man. We're out here with the legend, man. Live and direct, man. Pat Fontaine. And it's going down, man. Solo DWA.
What's up, man? Shout out to Miami Sports Music.
It's the new anthem for the new era. Fins up.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw it up. Throw your foe up in the sky. Throw it up. Let them know that we gon' ride. Where you from? We be reppin' worldwide.
DWA, stay loyal till we die.
What is the come up? We been down for a minute. This the come up. We been reppin' stay consistent. This the come up. Now the world gotta feel it. Reppin' so loud, whole world gotta hear it. New era. Dolphins on the cliz-out. Tick, tiz-out. Till we reach the tiz-out. This a never stiz-out. Reppin' till we drizz-out. So low D, I be reppin' with this hip-hop. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix. Ain't no more relying on fits. It's time for Tua to get us lit. That's why we got Waddle at 6 and Jalen Phillips is a brick at 36. We got Javon Hollins, Madden hit stick. Eichenberg protecting hips. 2 whole years and he ain't slipped. Hunter Long, he got that gritter, triple threat, he so legit. Garner Coleman, Jared Dokes, the 7th round was such a gift. That's why we toast, that's why we sip, that's why we reppin' MSM. Miami sports music, don't confuse it, don't abuse it. Unless you want a new contusion, real talk, ain't no illusion. Solo D started a movement, MSM the institution. TD Fins the contribution, yeah, we started a new unit.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them
MIDOLPHINs. Where do I begin? I've been rapping since a kid. If you rapping, then we can.
TWA, if you reppin', then we can.
Welcome to Persian. We asking what would Shula do? He would take the narrative and spin it like a hula hoop. He say let it Coach Flow. Coach Flow gon' do his thing and he gon' bring it to it in and to it. Come and change the game. Watch the squad ball out. Got the fans all excited. Coolers out. Grills on. Got the tailgate ignited. It's the Aqua One Society. They know we stay united. DWA. We be down and start a riot. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up.
It's a new era and we back up in the mix.
Who that?
So low, so low, so low, deep.
I'm trying to tell. You feel me? But that's how we put it down. We put it down every time when it's time to show up for the fans. We out here. You dig?
They know it's coming. Yeah.
We out here with it, man. Let's go. DWA, man.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. My intuition told me this. To trust the coach, he holds the gift. He knowing when to go with fit. So we knowing when to switch. This year we got the golden pick. Time to see what that pick about. Bad vibes get sent out. Only fans up in this house. We been waiting, yeah, we been patient. Now it's time to cash out, no discount. Super Bowl, yeah, we in route. I don't know when, but it's close. I don't wanna overhype, but I just know I like it. So excited, you gon' notice now. You should notarize it. They say tour from that rock. Shout out to Samoa and Islands. Time to lay the smack down. You think he Dwayne Johnson? Time to be the people's champ. Hit him with the people's elbows. Sit together like it's Velcro. You think you could stop us? Hell no, all day I dream about sports. I think I need some shadows. Custom with some Dolphins colors. Just to let them know we here. Yeah. I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time.
To a time, to a time. Really hope he the man. Hope we found us a jam. Like the Heat found Bam. Wanna take time to thank Fitz, cause he put on a show. But the young man up, in the whole city know. Time to catch all the blessings. Cash out on the vest. Ball out, don't choke. Fins want all the smoke. Chris Gregg gave hope. Coach flow like spoke. Damn Marina still a goat. But to a man on go. Watch to a man throw. Watch to a man scope. Watch to a man dish shoot that we never ever seen before. Fins up, let it win. Born ready for a ring. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6. It's damn week, use 10.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time.
So low,
So low, so low, deep.
so low.
So low, so low, deep.
Hey guys, I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, the Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller from Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
And you're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it, 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 run it.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D. That's right. We are live here, the live in effect, right here on the #1 Miami fan morning show. I'm talking about Clock Blockers right here on Miami Sports Music's podcast network. Super excited to be hanging out with y'all on this Thursday morning. That's right. It is Thursday, September 2nd, also known as Mrs. Daniels' birthday. I'm talking about my wife. Her birthday is today. So let me just start off by the show first by saying, happy birthday, honey. Your support is everything to me, and I would not be able to do this show every morning without you supporting me and without your help. And so happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoyed your present. Let me tell you how awesome my wife is. So her birthday is today, and last night she's like, I got something for you. She got me this brand new Dolphins jersey for the season, and it's Sammy Gavon. That's right, Iguavon. Super excited about it. Come on, who gives a present on the eve of their birthday? My wife. My wife does. That's how awesome she is. Yeah, so happy birthday, honey, and I hope you enjoy your weekend. We're going to have a good time this weekend. We're going to party it up. That's right, fins up all day. All right, look, super excited that y'all are hanging out with me this morning. I want to say good morning to my Fins family, my Fin laws. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that is in the chat box. Y'all are a little crazy in the chat box this morning. I've been watching y'all her. Ennis, mind your business. Ennis, mind your business. All right. Look, Ennis, that's in Ryan AP, Katie Toucan, Michael Fiask, Pete, Russell, Duke. We're here today with my good friend Duke from Australia. Morning, mate. Yes. What's up, man? How are you doing this morning? My man Andravius is in the building. Boy, y'all don't know Andravius, that guy. Andravius is that guy. That's my boy right there. Darren, Michael. Who else? I got 4 P's equals payoffs. 4 P's. What do you got for me today? I hope you're ready with those witty ones. I really do. I really do. Let's see here. Who else we got in here this morning? Delusional Patriots fan. Welcome, Delusional Patriots fan. As you are here every morning, pride and true. We know you want to be a Dolphins fan. We all know that's true. See, that's 2 mornings in a row you got rhymes. I'm just saying. I got bars. Marino's GOAT. Samaj, what's up? Andrew Harris, Marino's GOAT. Bob Young. Christmas in Somerville. Rashad, what's up, my boy? Chef Zhu. The OG, triple OG. Tom Dino. Estefan. Well, Estefan in here this morning. So, yeah, I just want to say good morning to everybody. What is going on? Steven, is that an average jersey? If so, let us see that name. Look, this is, see, you're going to make me turn around. All right, hold on. Y'all can't see. Right there. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. That was a little odd and weird. That's all right, though. Yes. See, Estefan, that's what I do for the fans. Andrevi said he want to be a fan so bad. You talking about Delusional Patriots fan? I know. Oh, I know. Sam, we see you. No, that's not Van Ginkel. No, Sam. Van Ginkel's 43. Let's go. 49 all day. I like Van Ginkel, though, too. Sam's going to have a big year this year. Just throwing it out there. 4 P's. Did you all see Rich Eisen says he believes in Tua? I'm going to get to that this morning. Oh, don't you worry about it. I'm also going to get to Pat McAfee's butt, too. Oh, yeah, I saw you, Pat. I saw you on Twitter. I'm coming for you today. I'm bringing that heat. I'm bringing that fire. Yes, I am, Pat McAfee. Before we get started, just like I do every morning, hey, guys, have y'all done it yet? Have y'all hit that like button? I need y'all to go hit that like button. I got 26 likes. I got almost 50 of y'all watching. Come on, hit the like button and share this. I need to have 100 people watching. I need to have 150 people watching. But they're never going to know about it if you don't share it. How are people going to know that I'm here? So make sure y'all hit that like button and share this. That is the only way we grow. The only way. And if you're not subscribed, you better subscribe. Okay? Make sure you guys go subscribe too. Also, if you guys want to sign up to become a member, I know some of you in the chat box used to be members, and I know YouTube said that they were having some issues with recurring payments. So make sure if you were a member and you got kicked out for some reason, sign back up to become a member. Yeah, so make sure you guys do that. I don't want to lose any YouTube members, number one. And number two, I'd love to get some new YouTube members. So I'd love to sign somebody new up today. Welcome. Come on. We have a seat for you here at the table. Let's go. Sign up to become a member. Get great perks, amazing perks. And we got a lot of stuff lined up for you, the members, this year during the football season. That includes Solo D music. That's right. Talking about DWA music. If you guys want to donate to the channel and help the channel grow, you guys can do that one of three ways using the YouTube Live Super Chat, which is the $ below the chat button in the chat box there. You guys can donate that way. You guys can also donate through PayPal, which is MSM Podcast Network, or you guys can do it through Cash App, $ MSM Podcast Network. I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor of the show, Tail Greeter. Who is Tail Greeter? Well, let me tell you who Tail Greeter is. Do you guys like going to football games? I know y'all do. I know some of y'all haven't been, but that's okay. But tailgating is one of the best parts of the game day experience at Hard Rock. I know it is for me. It's one of the reasons I love going down to Miami. And I've been doing tailgates for a very long time. Well, there's a new website out called tailgreeter.com. And tailgreeter.com is a way for you to go look up all the tailgates that are in the area or the area that you're going to be in. And all your favorite teams, concerts, everything has a local tailgate that is affiliated with tailgreeter.com. Ours is East 32 Dolphins Tailgate. East 32 Dolphins Tailgate. You put that in. You buy your ticket for the tailgate. You get food, drink, all that. I'll be doing a pregame show from there. It's going to be awesome. Make sure you guys go to tailgreeter.com and go follow them on social media at tailgreeter. Make sure you guys go do that, okay? All right. Now that we got all that out the way, I want to remind everybody, go follow me on social media at Stephen D. SKPL, okay? All right. Now, let's see here. Remember SKPL. Today, both East and West Coast needs kindness after all the events. Yeah, man, look, so I don't know if you guys had a chance last night. Last night was, we got live. Wade from What Would Shula Do hit me up like last minute. Said, hey, man, I'd love to do a little live stream for our good friend that passed away a couple of years ago, Jay Villa, Jay Dolphin fan, Jay Dolphin Villa. And Jay is a fellow Finlaw who was a diehard Finlaw who tragically took his own life a couple of years ago. And we did a really, really great hour. We were just sitting around talking, telling stories about Jay, and it was a beautiful thing. So if you guys want to go check that out, please go to the homepage of our YouTube and go check out A Toast for Jay, A Toast to Jay. And we raised our glass. We did a toast at the end of it. It was good. And I miss you, Jay. I love you. That's why I do Spread Kindness Fridays. That's why I tell people all the time. And D-Dub actually brings up a good point. Guys, you never know what somebody's going through. You never know when somebody's having a bad day. You never know what type of struggle somebody's in. And sometimes just you telling them, hey, I'm thinking about you. What's going on? How you been? That can change somebody's whole day and somebody's whole perspective. So that's why my social media handles, Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Because it's been a crazy couple of days. You know, you go down to New Orleans, they got hit up again. It's pretty bad there. I know Dudley Durong was telling me that New Jersey got hit really bad with floods. Yeah, man, it's been a rough all over the country. It's just been crazy. And so if you know somebody, if you know another fellow Finlaw somewhere, just reach out to them. Hey, are you doing good? What's going on? Remember, we're all family here. PHAMILY. Just like they say in Fast and Furious, family. We're family. Okay? So make sure that you hit somebody up and just let them know that you're thinking about them. Okay? I love you guys. Shout out to Dudley Durong. I hope you're doing good, my man. I'm thinking about you, brother. And let's have a fun time this morning, man. Let's have a fun time. So, guys, hit the like button if you haven't already hit it already, and let's go have a good time, okay? All right, now on to the show, because I got some bones to pick with some people. Okay, first of all, let me just throw something out there. Dolphins Twitter is hilarious, okay? Dolphins Twitter is one of the funniest things that you want to laugh. You want to laugh your butt off? Go look up Dolphins Twitter, okay? What do I mean by Dolphins Twitter? I mean exactly what I mean. I mean, type in Dolphins Twitter. Dolphins fans, I love you guys. That's why I do the show every morning. But if this fan base isn't split, I don't know what is. It is a fractured fan base, and we need some healing. And I think it starts here, right here on this show. And I think it starts also with Tua Tagovailoa. I think that there's a lot of things that need to happen. But I will say we all have one common enemy, Dolphins Twitter. Okay? And that is the national media. The national media, let me tell y'all. So I'm at home and I get tagged in a couple of things of this one post, and I'm going to share it right now. So for those of you who don't know, Pat McAfee is one of my favorite football players. He was a former punter in the NFL for the Indianapolis Colts, but the dude's hilarious. I love how he created his own brand. But right now, we enemies, Pat. Here's what I need to tell you, man. So this is Pat. Pat says, I'm excited to cover the Dolphins this season, especially now that I know they have 10 to 15 diehard fans on this here Twitter app. #respect. Boy, let me tell you something. We have more than 10 to 15 fans on Twitter. That's one. Let's get that straight. Okay? Pat, let's just get that straight. Number two, I'm sick and tired of us being disrespected by people in the national media. I'm over it. I'm absolutely over it. I'm over Colin Cowturd. I said his name correctly. I don't know about y'all, but I said his name correctly. Colin Cowturd. I'm over that man. I'm over it. I can't. Why do not people see what we have? Now Rich Eisen was on his show yesterday too. And Rich Eisen went on about a 10-minute rant, and basically he said, guys, why can't the Dolphins, why is everybody being so negative about Miami? And he went down and he looked at the list of wide receivers. He looked at what we had in the running back room. Like, he's like, legit, guys, this could be one of the best teams in the NFL. He didn't come out right and say that, but he was saying it. I just think that I don't understand why. I mean, I get it. We've been mediocre for 25 years. We've never given a reason for something. We haven't won a playoff game in 20. It's tough for somebody to give you props when you haven't given them any reason to do so. But I still think you got to give respect where respect is due. And Mr. Ballgame said, to get respect, you got to earn it. Last I checked, a roster on paper never won anything. I'm not saying I got you there, Mr. Ballgame. I got you. But that still is like, we're not Detroit. We're not Cleveland. Bro, we've been to the playoffs in the past 5 years. We might have lost. We might have got killed. I was there. Trust me. 11 rows up, negative 11 rows up, negative 11 degrees at kickoff. It was cold, and I do mean cold. Clock blockers, ESPN is bandwagon jumpers. They don't have a single original thought in their head. Hey, no lies were told there, Pam. No lies. Even Duke from Australia said ESPN. Ugh. Bruh. When people from other countries know that your product is trash, come on. Batman's Pop says, just subscribe. Batman Pops, I appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Patriots are preseason champions, so we are going to the Super Bowl. Sir, sit down. This is not about you right now. All right? Russell Vora says ESPN is trash. Pete says, ESPN said Miami don't have real fans when they are talking about the three brothers from Alabama, Hurts, Tua, and Jones. See, no respect, no love. None. Mr. Ballgame says we might as well be the Lions, and Cleveland made the playoffs last season, bro. Okay. That's all right. List of media members that support Tua: Shannon Sharp, Dan Orlovsky, Rich Eisen, Marcus Spears, Lewis Reddick. Shout out to Dan Orlovsky. He has been really high on Tua since day one. And people straight up killed him for it. And that's all right. Dan, I got your back, homie. But yeah, 100%. And anytime we are on the news, it's over something stupid or rumors. I've never seen so much baloney. I'm trying to edit myself here. I've never seen so much baloney off of this Deshaun Watson mess than I've ever seen a day in my life. I feel like this Deshaun Watson mess has bigger coverage than Brett Favre had retiring 5 times. Yeah, I said it right. Is he going to stay or is he going to go? Remember that? That was horrible. Every offseason, is Brett Favre going to retire? Come on. I feel like this Deshaun Watson mess in one offseason overtakes the 5 years of that. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite y'all to come up here and try to explain to me why we don't have respect and what we have to do to earn respect from the national media. What do we have to do to earn respect? Put some respect on our name. Respect. I got to be like Birdman talking to Breakfast Club. Y'all better put some respect on my name. Okay? Mr. Ballgame says, we want the respect. We got to go out and take it. Okay. I hear you. I'm just saying. Would the media love Tua if he didn't play last season? You know, Rich Eisen brought that up, and that's a really good point. Rich Eisen brought up that point. He said, if Tua didn't play last year, we'd be all excited about, we really get to see what Tua can do. They were legit on Rich Eisen's show, his guys were having a legit argument about whether Mac Jones is better than Tua Tagovailoa. And all his guys were like, Mac's better. Mac hadn't played a damn down in the NFL. Not one down. And this man is still getting more respect than Tua Tagovailoa. And Tua played 9 games. And by the way, he didn't play bad. He didn't play bad. I need somebody to come. Y'all got to explain this to me. Let me bring on my boys, Andrevius, Russell, and Estefan. What's going on, gentlemen?
Morning, good morning.
You ready for this, Esther? You ready for me to drop that?
I'm ready, bro. I know. Hey, Andrevius, welcome to the family, homie. I forgot to tell you, bro.
What's up? By the way, guys, I'm not trying to be all nitpicky, but it's Andrevius, not Andrevius.
Like
Andre.
Andre 3000.
Andrevius.
Andre 3000. All right, there we go. We got our own.
Say it one more time.
Andrevius.
Andrevius.
All
right, everybody. Estefan, Russell, say it so that he knows you know.
I got it. Andrevius. Andre, like Andre 3000.
Andrevius.
Dre's fine too. Just simple old Dre.
Can we call you Stack 3000?
Now I got Dr. Dre in my head.
Don't do it. Read some litter. Look, Can y'all explain to me what's going on with this national
Yes, I
media?
can. Yes, well, kinda. I can explain everything going on with this Deshaun Watson stuff. All right. So I did some digging. I also, actually have a source or two myself. And I'm about to clear everything up right now. Deshaun Watson has absolutely nothing to do with Tua. This has already been talked about on someone's platform, and a lot of people thought he was crazy, terrible take. Well, come to find out, he was right the whole time. And what it is Deshaun Watson is an asset. And what I mean by that is he's not an asset necessarily to the team as a player. He's an asset as trade value. The reason why I say that, and this is what they're doing, they internally, the Miami Dolphins believe the Texans will fold by the trade deadline, which is November 2nd. What they want to do is, first and foremost, internally, this organization does believe in Tua. The whole Ross story going back and forth was to distract from what has really been going on inside this front office. And Greer is trying to be a wizard. And I think in this aspect, he can pull it off because he's really good as part of his job.
All right, Russell, let me stop you for a second. Russell. What I want to know is, I don't want to know about Deshaun Watson. I don't care about Deshaun Watson. I don't care about Deshaun Watson. If I never hear that man's name again, I will be fine. What I want to know is, why does the national media, what do we got to do to get some damn respect? That's what I want to know.
Get back in the playoffs and win playoff games.
Yeah,
I still don't think that would make it happen.
I mean, that's what it's going to take for them to back off. But I know you're tired of hearing about Deshaun Watson, but Deshaun Watson is not meant. Okay, this is what's so big about this. We are trying to get him on the team, okay? Because what they want to do is, once he's cleared, they want to use him to get picks. They don't want him on the team. Even if Deshaun Watson gets traded to this team, he is sitting because he's not going to be cleared in this season. I don't see Deshaun Watson playing this season. Greer's trying to fleece the Texans because he knows that they're going to be in a position that they're going to have to either make a decision to actually keep his money on the books all season or dump it off to another team partway through the season. Miami knows Tua's about to ball out internally, or at least that's their belief. They do believe in this kid. And I believe that this is all to get picks. Has nothing to do with actually Watson being put on this team as a player. The only way that he plays is if Tua fails this year. And he's not going to, and that's not the belief in the organization.
Okay.
They want to
I need somebody else's take. Rashad, Estefan, Ennis.
Okay.
Help me out.
I can give
Help
you
me.
mine.
I want to start somewhere small, but I'll go ahead and let Rashad talk because I think he's ready to talk.
I believe a simple way to change the national media's mind is we got to come out strong week 1 and destroy the Patriots. Because right now, even though Cam retired, they still have the Patriots with a better record than we have.
But let me ask you, if Tua comes out and throws 4 touchdowns and we lose, 41-35, does that still negate what we've done?
It depends on when
depends on how
to score touchdowns.
Yeah, what's the cause of the loss?
Well, I would say if they scored 41 points, it was our defense. I'm just going to throw that out
right.
there.
So in that case, no. I was going to hit on something that's on a small scale. I don't think you can take on the world. You can't eat an elephant in one bite, bro. You do it one bite at a time. Right. I think
very cliche.
I think with the I would say what the entire NFL sees with their eyes goes a long way as far as what they think of the Dolphins as an organization. And so it's people like us that are fans that carry that torch, not necessarily because these players have it hard enough, bro. Look at what Tua's going through right now, and he's a good dude, bro. I'll
I'm
give
just
him
saying,
that.
I've been a
I'll
Dolphins
give him
fan
that.
since Estefan. I've been just like all of us here. I've been Dolphin. Ronnie says eating elephants is illegal, bro.
Well, my point is, I'll get to my point. That first home game, the Dolphin fans need to show up, and that damn stadium needs to be packed, filled with people screaming to the top of their lungs.
You ain't never lied.
That stand up,
y'all better be in there.
That show up and tailgate and drink their ass off and get in there and not sit down like some pussies just because we're losing or it's not going our way. Like, you support, if you're going to go to a game, you need to support your team the whole way through. And this whole, like, bro, like, I live in Texas and I hear about, I've never been to Hard Rock, but I hear about it and I see it with my own eyes. There are other teams' fans that will show up to the stadium and are louder than our fans, bro. And you know what? I've seen TD going through that when we were like on our downtimes with Gase. I believe he was there when we got whooped by the Ravens and he was broadcasting from there, bro. And I saw it with my eyes. I was like, yo, this is bad, yo. Like, I've gone to see the Dolphins in Dallas, bro, and the Dolphin fans show up here in Texas, bro.
Let me tell you something. So and I'm not making excuses for Dolphin fans. I'm being honest. It's a lot cheaper for a lot of these teams' fans to fly to Miami, get a hotel room, get a ticket to the game than it is to get a good ticket where they live at. Like, that's how crazy it is. So that's why you see a lot of teams' fans show up there. That's one. Number two, Mr. Ballgame says fans don't win games. You're right. Fans don't win games.
No.
But the atmosphere changes how a game is played. And let me tell you something.
Fans don't win games. They don't.
The loudest I've ever seen was the Miami Miracle. And the stadium shook. And I mean shook. I was there. That stadium shook. It was crazy.
Well, from a national media, you spoke on it earlier, bro. Like, I don't think they take Dolphin fans serious, bro. So, ball game, that's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about what's going on the field. Like, I think fans, like, there's only so much that we could do. And then there's stuff that we would say that the team needs to got to go do it. The team has to go do it. On the field, yes, I get what ball games say, but there's something that we can do ourselves, and that's support this team. You know what I mean? Show up to the stadium, outnumber the opposing team. And man, bro, if you show up and you chip, man, it's like a fighter in the middle of the ring, bro. They could be down and out, but they get more inspiration from the fans, bro. You know what I mean? That adrenaline kicks in. That's what I'm talking about, bro. There are teams that have home field advantages, bro, and you can see it. The Steelers in Pittsburgh, bro, going into Foxborough and playing the Patriots, bro. The Dolphins don't even get support from their own fans, bro.
This ain't college.
Not like that.
Paid to play. The dudes on the field have to win, plain and simple. Ball game.
Shut your mouth and go to class, ball game. You ain't going to get up here on this panel anyways.
Ball game. I'll be real with you. I feel like players in college love the game more than players in the pros. That's what I truly feel that. Pamela, Tony, what's up?
Hi guys.
What's going on?
Hey, good morning, Pam.
Good morning.
I haven't let Ennis talk yet. Ennis, what's going on, man?
Hey, we gotta relax. I know the media is going crazy, but I'm gonna tell you something that when Tua spoke yesterday that resonated with me. When they asked him about Mac Jones, he said they got there at the he got there.
Mac Jones. I'm sorry.
They got there at the same time. So Jalen Hurts was there before him, right? And everybody knows he got pulled, right, to halftime. So if Mac Jones was that dude, why he didn't go to Mac Jones? He went to Tua. That's we got to relax. Like, he's going to show out these first two games. If he balls out against the Patriots in Buffalo, all that narrative in the media is going to change. That's all I got to say. I'm not worried about none of that. I know he's going to, like Russell was saying, the organization see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody hasn't been to every practice. So we don't know what we know from the preseason games. You know what I'm saying?
And delusional Patriots fan, stop talking. the national media has been riding you all like for the last 20 years. You don't know what disrespect is from the national media. None at all.
Ever.
You'll never know.
So I'm just say, relax, y'all. We should be hyped and getting ready. That's all
Man,
we should be worried about.
I'm joking with ball game when I told you shut up, bro. But what I was, man, I can't believe it got to this point, man, because I remember when the Patriots weren't nothing, bro. They were gum on the bottom of our shoe, bro.
That's how it's going to be for the next 20 years.
And to see this turn around, bro, where we're the hill, I'm tired of it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I lived through that, so it's odd to see that, man. That dude, they were nothing, bro. And all it took was a horrible call in the snow game for that tuck rule that they invented for Brady to set them off to get them, their first Super Bowl, bro. And then that's the end of the story, bro. You know what I mean?
It's been 20 years of mediocrity. Ain't no respect going to be given. You got to take that SHIT swear jar to you, sir. Okay,
No,
Tony, what's
I
up?
agree, I don't know about that because the Cleveland Browns were worse than mediocre for like 20 years. They get Baker Mayfield and Odell,
You know why the
and without a
national
snap,
media
they're like Super Bowl favorites.
That's a different level.
You know what? Let me hold on. Let me Andrevius, let me say you're right. They went 0-16 and had a damn Super Bowl, had a parade for being 0-16 in Cleveland. That's how dedicated their fans were. Okay, that's how. And I want to see. I've lived outside of Miami my entire life. I've never lived there. I've lived in areas where there have been no NFL football teams in a proximity of 100 or 200 miles. And what I'll say is I've been the only Dolphins fan in a lot of different places I've ever lived. And the number one thing the only time I've ever seen love for the Dolphins is either in a Facebook group, on YouTube, or at a tailgate. That's it. That's the only times I've ever seen real love for this team. So all I want to see is some love. That's it. I just want to see some love. I've never seen it.
The other half of it is what ball game's talking about. They got to do it on the field. They got to do it consistently, and they got to get the big wins already. Like, you got to beat Tampa. You got to start beating the Ravens. You got to, win your division. That's where you gain respect with the national media, because the national media just goes with what's hot, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Consistently too.
Well, I guess it's hot to hate on us. I'll tell you that. Tony, what's up, Tony?
Yeah, what I was going to say is I think the reason the national media disrespect the Dolphins too is because we brag so much about Marino, who hasn't been in the league for like maybe 20 years. If I'm doing the math correct?
20 plus.
Am I correct? Or
yep, 20 plus.
Last few years. Yeah, and we brag about the undefeated season. That's why the national media, like the Dolphins fans, continue to brag.
You ain't never gonna shut me up about that, though. You ain't never gonna shut me up about that.
No, but you understand what I'm saying. The national media gets annoyed by that, so that's why they're disrespecting us as well. Like,
see, I don't. Tony, Pam, I'll let you go in a second. I could take the disrespect if it was hate. I don't think it's hate. I think the disrespect is real. Like, they don't think of us. They don't care about us. And when they do, it's like, well, Tua's not going to be anything. Tua's got a dead arm. Tua, they need a real quarterback. Blah, 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 blah. All that. Pamela, go.
Okay. So one of the things I want to use as an example is that the national media and the people that vote, say for college teams, the opening schedule, the hierarchy, every year USC is in the top 10 or higher. And when is the last time USC ever did anything?
Reggie Bush.
So I'm just saying that ESPN and these people that vote, they vote their favorites. And then when we look at the NFL, How many times have you seen calls on the field against the Dolphins where you've never seen a call like that before? And I'll give you an example. At home against Pittsburgh with I'll use his name correctly. I never call him correctly. Roethlisberger, going in to the end zone, and all of a sudden he's got a touchdown. There's the one where the Dolphin player comes out of the pile with the ball, and they say, well, we can't tell who had the ball at the bottom. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. So I'm just telling you that there is a thread of favoritism that goes to Pittsburgh, the Patriots, Dallas.
Dallas, I swear, Dallas gets 6 primetime games a year, 5 to 6 primetime games a year. For no reason. None.
I can watch, as sitting in Florida, I can see more Dallas games on my local channels than I can Dolphin games. And it's not even close.
Something wrong there.
So, I mean,
let me bring in the man we all love, or maybe love to hate. I don't want to say hate because there's no hate on this channel. Pete, what's up, Pete? My guy, Pete.
Hey, good morning to everybody. Thank you for having me up, man. I just wanted to give
Pete, let me hear your outrageous, outlandish, crazy take on this.
I got 2 things, and I got one ready and saved for ESPN.
Okay, go ahead.
Yesterday's article on the 3 brothers from Alabama. You got the last analyst here saying that Miami doesn't have real fans or doesn't even have much fans. That blew my mind. Because I honestly believe the Dolphins probably have the most fans in the whole, out of anybody. There's no team that the Dolphins, you can't compete when it comes to a fan base. And the second part I wanted to talk about was what you guys were just saying, the respect that the Dolphins get. We don't get respect. Mr. Ballgame is right. You got to earn it. We've gone through head coaches. We've gone through GMs.
Yo, I've seen it all. Pete and Mr. Ballgame are together on a topic. I've never seen this. Go ahead.
But Mr. Ballgame knows he's cool. But at the end of the day, I mean, you got to earn the respect. Like, why you think we're sitting here in this whole Tua situation? Tua hasn't earned that respect. That's how it goes.
Yeah, but he hasn't earned disrespect.
Quarterbacks have to win. You have to, and you don't have to win Super Bowls. I heard Pamela talking about USC. But they're always making noise. They're always in it. They're always there to the end at least.
Oh my gosh, they're a joke.
I know, but they're not getting new coaches. They're not turning around and rebuilding. You got to be consistent in this league. Head coaches and everything. And if you can't hold it down, teams aren't going to look at you.
All right, so as much as I hate to say this, Pete, the only thing that's been consistent for the last 15 to 20 years in the NFL are the Patriots. That's the only thing that's really been consistent.
No, you can say the Steelers, bro.
How long has Mike Tomlin lasted in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, the Steelers, bro. The Steelers have had 3 coaches.
He hasn't really won anything.
Bro, going back to the 60s, I think they've only had 3 coaches.
They've only ever had 3 coaches in their entire history.
No, they've had more, bro. But going back to the 60s, bro, I think they've only had 3. That's it.
So if we take a look at the Patriots, do they or do they not have their own little Hall of Fame to cheating? How many games have the Patriots won by a field goal or 1 point? And you take some of those calls that are just incredible, and what happens with that game? I'm just telling you, I have got film. We can watch film because I saved the film.
Katie Toucan, Bullygate, snorting chalk on social media, flying across country to visit a coach while one's on the payroll really hurts the team's reputation. You're not wrong. We've been in the media for all the negative things.
Look at us in the media right now. Some of you guys think being on the media searching for Watson with those allegations is bad reputation as well.
I just don't care
all
about
over in front of us.
That's so true, Dolphin Dan.
He said, at Ronnie, they don't give a crap about the fact we did it. It's the fact It's the only thing we have to hang our hats on in 3 decades. That is sad. You're talking about the 72 Dolphins, I believe. Look, all I have to hang my hat on as a Dolphins fan is the 72 Dolphins. I can't even brag about Marino because the very next thing out of somebody's mouth is, well, you never won one. I can't talk no types of smack as a Dolphins fan to nobody else. None. Except we're the only team to ever go undefeated and win a Super Bowl. And I'm perfectly fine being population 1 in Perfectville, just so everybody knows.
And the fact that it's an old stat doesn't make it weak. It makes it stronger. I mean, has anybody upended that stat yet? No.
Nope.
We're going
So
on
it's
five.
being old
Shut that guy
doesn't.
up right now on ESPN. The Dolphins
50.
have not won a Super Bowl or anything since '72, and we still have some of the most fans in the entire globe. Get that guy out of ESPN if you could do me that favor, guys.
I'm not gonna lie though, 50 years is a long time in between chips, man. It's a long time. 50 years, bro.
Let me tell y'all something. You're talking about a boy that is now a man that has dreamed since I was a kid. I've dreamed about what a Super Bowl parade is like in Miami. I've dreamed about that. Straight up dreamed about that. When I saw Cleveland win their championship with LeBron, I'm like, it's going to be on that level. It's going to be that crazy. 1 million plus people, all that.
I'm hoping it's a lot of bikinis, bro. A lot of bikinis.
Okay, won't be me.
I said, look, if the Dolphins ever win a Super Bowl, I'm taking a 3-week hiatus from life. I don't care what nobody says. I'm doing the Super Bowl. I'm then going to do the week of a long celebration plus the parade, and then I'm going to need a week to recover from everything that I just did the 2 weeks before. Like, I dream about that. I just
Who brought
want to be.
Marino? Real quick. I have a question. Who brought Marino?
What do you
Who
mean?
was the one that brought Marino? Real quick.
Nobody.
I mean, look. I said earlier. I said something. I said that I can't even brag about Marino because the very next thing out of somebody's mouth is Dolphins fans would be like, "Hey, Marino never won a championship, so you can't." All I've ever heard as being a Dolphins fan, people say, there's only 3 Dolphins fans. They always tell me, Flipper, Dan Marino, or Flipper, Echo, and you. That's what they said, or Flipper, Dan Marino, and you. That's what they've always ever said to me.
That's not true. I can tell you just from my stream alone, my stream of the Dolphins football games is worldwide. I have fans that watch from all over the world, not just the country, but the world. I'm just telling you.
You have a show, Pamela?
It's not a show.
Pamela streams games.
I stream the game, and the show is not.
Just her reaction.
Me for real, like my for real reaction. If I was by myself and there was nobody listening, it would sound exactly the same. I'm loud and proud.
I'm proud of you. I'm happy you're doing that.
Okay, do you take victory shots?
I'm glad I'm not the only one screaming at TV.
Shot.
I hope you do, Pamela. You got to take victory shots.
Oh, well,
Hootie and the Blowfish
I don't know if I do victory
also
shots.
Also known as Darius Rucker. And that is my dream, to interview Darius Rucker on this morning show. So y'all need to tweet Darius Rucker at Darius Rucker. Hey, and then tag me in the post. Hey, Steven wants to interview you on the #1 Miami fan morning show for the Dolphins. Y'all need to go do that right now. Go do that on Twitter. Go tag Darius Rucker. Yes, I want to make that happen.
You know what was a special feeling? I don't know if you guys felt it, but you guys got to let me know. Listen to me. Against the Bengals, Reed Sinet's touchdown last pass. Forget about how nice.
Bro, I lost my voice.
Bro, did you see how the sideline of our team just cut? Like the whole team. It was like something they've never saw before.
Tua and Jacoby went crazy.
It was a beautiful feeling, bro. That was a beautiful game by Reed Sinet. Man.
You know, it's funny because
that guy's a soldier, bro. He made me so proud. It was unreal.
they pointed it out during the game. They said, you know, Fitzpatrick went crazy for Tua last year, right? Like when Tua did a good job, and you saw the love that they had. And they said when Reed Sinnett was in the game that Tua every time was coming to the sidelines, reading the playbooks with them. You know, hey, look, this is what you need to be looking for. You know, truly happy for Reed. And I'm like, I don't know if he would
You
be
know what,
that
bro?
guy
We ain't even talked about it yet, Steven.
What?
We got him back on the team too, bro. Him, Kirk
I didn't
Merritt.
even get into that. So just so everybody knows,
Griffin,
Kirk Merritt is back.
You
Reed
knew
Sinnett
this
is
was
back.
going to happen.
Jared Dokes is back. All on the practice squad.
You
Very,
knew
very
it was
happy.
going to happen.
Very,
hey, bro,
very
we got Griffin back too.
I'm so happy we got Kirk back. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Kirk is the one that I wanted. And I know
Shaquem, bro. We got Shaquem Griffin back too.
And I know that we lost Malcolm to the
We
Patriots.
did lose Malcolm.
I get it.
I said he was gonna go to the Patriots too. I called.
Well, Belichick
They're
wanted
always
him.
in our garbage can.
Belichick wanted him the day
For
of draft
intel.
day.
They want him for intel, bro, and then they're gonna cut him.
Nah. Belichick wanted him day one. Belichick was like, if nobody drafts you, you're gonna come here and play in New
Actually,
England.
Bill Belichick, even Malcolm Perry said it. He had the most interest in him. So
Yeah, you gotta remember, Belichick has Navy ties.
he's a Navy guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he wanted Malcolm Perry. Do I think there'll
Damn,
be a competitive
I've seen Malcolm
advantage for week one? Probably. But I think that
Perry
Malcolm
as your
Perry and
Edelman.
Belichick, they were
And
gonna happen.
Malcolm Perry's a really smart player. You guys got to remember this guy. He's really athletic. He's really good. He's just really small, so he could get injured easy. But he's another Julian Edelman. I'm telling you, all those Danny Amendolas. He played quarterback, right? He knows where the soft zone is. He knows where to get open quick, and he could beat you deep because if you play him too hard short, he's gonna trick you and go deep on you, and he could do it. And people really don't see his game. It's unreal to
He
me.
was
He's a little
scampering all
threat.
preseason.
I'm a little upset that Malcolm Perry's gone, to be honest with you, but I understand the talent here
Hey,
in the wide receiver room
D-Dub
is
said
really-
Benito Jones got claimed. Who did Benito Jones get claimed by? I didn't see that.
I thought we brought it back.
Yeah.
Anyways, bro, for the 50th time, we got Shaquem Griffin back. Griffin, bro. I mean, there was a lot of people clamoring for him to come back, bro.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
He didn't get claimed. He chose to go to Kansas City's practice squad over our practice squad. That's what happened. Which is fine. Go to Kansas City. We don't want you here. No way, Benito. Yeah,
Bye, Felicia. His new name is Felicia.
So nobody wants Kirk Merritt? Does this fan base overrate him? Hell no. I'm glad they don't know about him yet. Let's keep it that way. Here's some, you know what, 4Ps, you actually bring up a good point. And the reality is there were a lot of wide receivers that were good in the preseason. And so it allowed Kirk Merritt to go under the radar. And I promise you, on everything, the moment Kirk Merritt gets his chance, it's a wrap. Like the boy's gonna ball out.
Well, and also in that same vein, we weren't showing our playbook. We were keeping things close to the vest. We were doing a few things, but I guarantee you, game one, we're blowing out that playbook.
Yeah, I mean,
Mr. Ballgame says Perry ain't making their 53, so why y'all talking about him?
Oh,
Perry is on their 53. He's already on their 53.
Perry is
Malcolm
what?
Perry doesn't have anything on the weekly game plan against us. Now, what Malcolm Perry does have is he knows insights on the playbook and what they're gonna like to run. He don't know the plays we're gonna run.
Dokes and Jordan Scarlett are both on our practice squad
believe it or
again,
not,
Chris.
players go on other teams, and I promise you, they do talk and they try to give the current team they're with the best insight possible. Not only to make themselves look better, but to also help them win the game. So if anyone believes that Malcolm Perry is not going to sit here and tell his running back coach or his receiver coach that they like to run this and this and this, and that's not going to get back to the cornerback coach, you guys got to be out of your minds. Perry is going to go in there and sing like a
canary.
You got it.
Yeah,
It
well,
doesn't.
that's exactly what I was saying a while ago, man. That's exactly what I said. They got him for intel.
So they go take Malcolm Perry, sit him over there with the defensive coach while he just gives intel. Is that what y'all expect? Y'all think
Do I
y'all
think that happens? Yes. Do I think
I
it's to
think
that
that they
extreme?
ask for
No.
little
Yes,
things,
bro, that happens, man.
but the lingo and the plays change. These are
And I
coaches that
guarantee
get
you
paid
right
millions of
now,
dollars. That know that their players are going over there to go tell something. They know in their mind that they can't go out there with the same stuff. So he can go over there and say whatever he wants for
I
the
guarantee
first
you
week.
Flo changed up
Yeah, like he's
already.
not
So
stupid.
Flo
I
ain't stupid.
want to ask everybody a
Well,
question.
it does happen because the Bills did it with Vincent Taylor, bro. That
Okay.
defensive tackle that we had. So I mean, it happens.
Part of the
So
game.
do you guys believe that every player had the full playbook?
No, I don't think you get the full playbook right away.
I wouldn't think so.
That's a great question.
I mean, look. If anybody else has more insight on that, I'm open to hearing it. But I don't think that they do at all.
For example, would Perry have had the entire playbook?
No, there's no way.
Oh
I
yeah,
wouldn't
you
think
get the
so
entire
either.
playbook the moment you go in and they give it to you. You get a playbook. That's exactly.
Well,
That's
here's
your
so
first
so
job on
time
the
out.
job.
Here's
You have to
something.
learn the
Perry
playbook.
paid with us last year, right?
Yeah.
But the reality is we have a totally different playbook this year.
Yes.
But he was. But in reality, was Steven. He was learning the whole new playbook this year. Remember, Tua has been working on this playbook since like January, February, or whatever. You don't think Malcolm Perry has been as well?
I wouldn't think he had the entire playbook. I think he would have had a partial.
Matter of fact, Malcolm Perry was versatile. He was listed as a kick returner, punt returner, wide receiver, and running back for us. So he has.
You don't give an entire playbook for 80 guys that's coming in camp, and you only keep the 53. That's what they're saying, Pete. They're not saying they're not getting a playbook. They're not getting the full playbook because you're not keeping all the guys that's coming training in camp.
Look, listen. No matter, they know the playbook. Other teams, their coaches and of other teams know your scheme once the coaches are set up. So they pretty much know how you're gonna come at them before you even go at them.
Okay, so what's the point of them? Never mind.
The thing
You're
is,
not even running these plays in preseason, so you're not getting the whole
Perry is
playbook.
not going to be able to tell him anything like the new checks that they're going to put in for this week's game plan. He's not going to be able to tell him what the main game plan is, who they're going to attack, because he hasn't worked against the Patriots. Remember, they just came off the Cincinnati work.
All right, so let me ask another question. So we're 11 days away from are we 10 days or 11 days?
10.
We're 10 days away from week 1.
We're Matt Moore days away.
Or Lindo Mare. Whatever one you want to use.
That's better.
Even better. He put up more points than Matt Moore. Good job.
He was the leading points person for our franchise for a while. Look, here's a reality. We're 10 days away from the game. And I believe that Tua is ready, more ready than he's ever been. I think our wide receiver, if we go out and win 50 or 40 or 30 to whatever, I'm telling you right now, I want to see some national media love. I just want to see some love if we blow them out. That's all I want to see.
What you're going to see is what you always see, which is they got lucky, they squeaked by, they hung on. You're going to see what you see whenever we win a win we're not supposed to.
Mac Jones was a rookie.
I feel like even if we win, they'll talk more about Mac Jones than they will too.
I think so too.
The only thing I don't want to see is the headline that says Tua's backup beats him week 1.
Right.
Okay. But
all we're going to hear for the next 10 days, we're not going to hear Dolphins versus Patriots. We're going to hear Mac versus Tua. That's all we're going to hear.
I think they can move that game to Sunday night or Monday night, or is it just me being a homer right now?
You're not going to make no noise.
It can't get flex. But we're in the 4:25 time slot, so we're already in national
Okay,
Right
yeah,
in
true,
prime time.
true. I forgot that we're already on the 4 o'clock prime.
I'll tell you what, though, it doesn't matter to me if we make noise nationally. I just want to see what this offense is going to look like when the bullets are flying with Tua at quarterback. That's all. I don't give a damn what nobody says. And as far as like the question, I get what you're saying. I mean, I just don't think that's relevant until you beat like a legitimate team. You know what I mean? And that's like Tennessee, the Ravens, all these teams that are going to the playoffs. We gotta knock those teams off.
Soon
We gotta
enough.
show, and we have to show up.
Soon enough.
I
It's
agree
coming.
because when you beat the Patriots, and let's say we beat the Patriots, right? They're not gonna go crazy on us because they're gonna, use the Patriot excuse. They're gonna say, "Well, Patriots have a rookie quarterback, Tua's a veteran, blah blah blah." But now let's say Tua beats Mac Jones, and then week 2 at
Who?
home, Tua beats Josh Allen. I'm telling you right now, the cops are probably gonna have to take people out of the Hard Rock to get people out of there. Because if Tua beats Mac Jones and then Josh Allen at home, nobody's leaving that
No,
stadium. We're just
but
gonna
no, it's
sit
not
there
even
until the
beat
next
them.
game.
We need to blow both of them out. We need
Blow
to
them
blow
out.
both of them
But
out.
he's right, because if we beat the Chiefs, it's all going to be about how, well, they had a rookie quarterback. They're not their normal selves. Give them another few weeks. But if we beat Buffalo, then we're totally.
You met the Patriots. You said Chiefs, but I knew what you meant.
I said Chiefs.
She said cheats.
I said the Patriots. Yes.
She got nicknames for everybody.
Now I have names for everybody. You are exactly right.
If we beat the Cheatriots,
I can't say the other word. I can't say it.
Andrevius, did you leave?
There's
What
nothing
happened?
patriotic about them. There you go.
That's right.
All right, so look, here's the reality, right? We got the Patriots, the Bills, the Raiders, the Colts, and then the Buccaneers. It is very easily we could be 3-1 or 4-0 after 4 weeks.
Or we could be 1-3 or 0-4.
No,
we're not.
If you think about it, bro, besides Buffalo, those other teams they got run games.
I'm not scared about the Raiders, and I'm not scared about the Colts. They impress me zero, zilch, none at all. So I mean, look, and it's too early in the game. It's too early in the year, in my opinion, to have a trap game.
Right. I say our offense comes out balling, and the defense takes care of business.
I don't know. I'm not. You know what? I would welcome track meet if that's what it took to win the game, because we have the players to do it. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to shy away from that, and I think we would win that because in the end, you have a defense like this. I don't know how much of a track meet it's going to be, bro. We'd still end up in a track meet winning by at least 3 touchdowns.
If we're 4-0 and 3-1 going into that game against Tampa, that's a game that could get flexed.
I'm ready for
some fans. Some of the fans are just as bad as the national media. Look, we worried about another team's run game instead of having confidence in our defense. Come on now. That's the stuff that pisses real fans off. Like, we should never be worried. Even though they do got a good run defense, we should never come out of our mouth and say, I'm worried. I'm not worried about
but here's so let me I don't want to play I don't want to justify or defend them, but let me play devil's advocate here for a second. I think some fans are holding on. They don't want to pump themselves up too much. They've been hurt before, man. And so they're trying to be realistic, or they're trying to be, what's the word? They're trying to find flaws in a system, which is fine because it's tough for them.
But that was last year, Steven.
I get it, but it's tough. Ennis, it's tough for them to believe that we could be this good. And until it happens, it's just, I hope. It's not, this is what it is. And that's real.
Well, and I also believe the disrespect will tend to fire up our team. You know, when they say you can't, every time we've had a game where we might as well not even show up, and you can count the games over the years, what happens? We win every time. So this is going to be that kind of season where it's like, it was a fluke, they beat the Chiefs. It was a fluke, they beat Buffalo. So here we come. Here we come.
Keith Smith said, we're not the same Dolphins anymore. This is a brand new culture. Embrace it. I like it.
That's right.
I like it a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this ain't never felt like the past. Ever. I've been with him since '85. Like, come on. This ain't never felt like this. Some of them ain't had that feeling, period. So they don't understand.
Well, I think
I'm ready for the game right now. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'll
tell you, it's gonna be
the anticipation is gonna be like the night before the game. Oh my gosh, bro!
As somebody who does a morning show, I'm like, what do I talk about for the next 10 days? Am I just talking about how great we're gonna be? What are we gonna do? Like, it's gonna be crazy because there's not a lot of news that can be talked about over the next 10 days. So let me bring in Todd. What's up, Todd?
Hey, you guys are forgetting about one other excuse that they're going to use.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
Their former All-Pro corner is going to be on PUP for the first 6 weeks in New England.
Oh, yeah, Stephon Gilmore. Hello. Yep.
So that's going to be another built-in excuse.
Big John, I just put the link in. I'll put it in again.
Especially for Tua doing well. If Tua does great, they're going to say it's because Gilmore wasn't there.
Dude, in Rich Eisen's show yesterday, Rich was saying, hey, look, this is one of the fastest wide receiving cores that I can remember in history of the league. All these guys have speed. And if Stephon ain't there, I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a player, 2 players, maybe even 3 open, like straight open. And so all Tua's going to have to do is all you got to do, Tua, is hit him in stride. That's it.
Don't forget about J.C. Jackson and Devin McCourty. Still got to watch those 2.
Devin McCourty's been slowing down a little bit. J.C. Jackson, you can stay away from the receiver. He can only cover one guy.
By the way, I think it's funny. Devin and Jason are going to be playing against each other. I wish they could play on the field against each other, but still cool that the brothers are playing against each other. Yeah, look, you bring up a great point, Todd, 100%. I think that's going to be, a big deal. There are teams that, and here's the other thing too, Will Fuller's not playing against, for us too, but I don't think that's as big of a deal as Stephon Gilmore not playing for the Patriots.
No. Stephon Gilmore is a shutdown corner. That's like us not having X.
Big John's in the building.
Hey, John.
I love how everybody says that I talk over everybody. I think I won that one when I was on Larry's show. I don't know if you guys saw it. You guys should go take a look at it. Pete made a comment, Steve, and I went off on Pete for like 6 minutes, bro. I swear to God, it was just I couldn't take it no more. Steve, I love Pete. I talked to him yesterday, believe it or not. He called me, but I said, dude, stop sticking me in the same group with Reason and this person and this person. I said, dude, I can't take it no more, dog. Oh my God. So what's up with you guys, man? Oh, man.
Dude, we're sitting here talking about like what the national media, I think, is one that we've talked about all morning, and the disrespect that we get from them.
How many of you popped the champagne bottles when Kurt Merritt came back to our practice squad?
Oh, bro, you should have seen my Twitter. I had the meme of "Thank you, Jesus." Did
you see what I made the comment yesterday on this before when it was giving us the reminder? This is why wide receiver teams are still wide receiver needy, because they're dumb enough to pass on a player like Kurt Merritt. You look at like New Orleans needing receivers. He would have been perfect in that system.
Kirk Merritt.
That's where I thought he was going. I honestly thought.
Unintended, Todd. Unintended. That was good.
I thought he was going to make.
New Orleans and Green Bay week 1 is going to be played in Jacksonville.
Yep, right here by me.
Yeah, because the Jaguars suck so bad they had to get another team.
Oh yeah, shoot. I'm so happy.
Jaguars suck so bad. That's why they have home games in London every year.
I
But that's
cannot.
neither here
Yo,
nor
no. Now, Steve, you can shut up about that one because that one pissed me off. It was. I would have had a chance to see Miami in Jacksonville, go to the game, enjoy myself.
We all were like, "Hey, Jacksonville's a great away trip. Like it's close enough."
I live in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
But
that would've been
also,
a good
it's one of the best places to go to a game. You stay on the river, you take a water taxi to the game. You never touch your car. You just get in a water taxi, they take you across the river, you get out, you go to the game.
And you're guaranteed to get a win.
And you
Well,
guaranteed to get a win.
yeah, usually, but
Hey,
that
I'm
was
Did y'all see the
that one
reports
made me.
coming out about Urban Meyer and the players not liking him?
Yes.
Hey, I'm just saying that one did. No. Hey, I'm just saying that one pissed me off because I was already planning on going to that game, and now I can't. I'm not going to London.
Okay,
First of
so you
all-
guys said New Orleans was playing in Jacksonville?
Yeah, so New Orleans
Against
has got
who?
New Orleans is. I mean, look, man, that hurricane. Look, here's the reality. If you go on Twitter right now and look up the word flooding, like Manhattan is flooded, New Jersey,
it's
where
bad, man.
Douglas is flooded.
Hey, that's one of those stories that's more than football. You
Yeah,
got to
man.
worry about the people.
It's crazy. New Orleans got hit really, really bad.
Who are they playing?
Green Bay.
Damn, why isn't that game over here, bro? The last time they got hit by Katrina, they were playing games over here in the Alamo Dome.
Yeah, they moved it to Jacksonville. I don't know why, but they did.
Got to have one good game down here this season.
But D-Dub says Philly's interstate is flooded too. Yeah.
I heard
New Orleans is out here practicing Fort Worth.
I heard it's not as bad as last time because the levee held up. The infrastructure from Katrina that they, that they put up after.
It was still bad.
It could have been worse, but.
And I'll tell you, the storms here, like even in Maryland, I mean, tornadoes ran all through here yesterday, and it like Annapolis, Maryland, bro, that place got hit by like 2 or 3 tornadoes. It was bad.
Yeah, rough weather's it'll make it miserable for you for
But
a while.
I feel like these storms like are getting wider, like they're bigger. It's not they're just like New Jersey and we got killed in the same day. Like that's a big ass storm.
That's a big storm.
It sucks for those people, man. So prayers to them because their lives won't be the same for a while, man. You got to get food back in there, water, all that, man. That stuff. That's a real situation.
Actually, you got to get the water out of there to get everything back in there, and then you got to get power back in there too.
The power is huge.
Yeah,
you got to remember, hey, that water is nasty. There's septic, everything up in that.
Yeah, D-Dub says Manhattan subway stations are flooded, even high ground areas in the. I saw it on Twitter this morning. The subway's flooded, and people trying to get into the sub. Like it looked like a day after tomorrow. Like that's how crazy the subways look flooded. It was wild.
So another example of the national media just making the Dolphins a joke. Think back last year, the Dolphins against the Jaguars. What was all the coverage about? A mustache and a beard.
Gardner
Seriously.
Minshew.
How stupid was the coverage about that game?
Minshew's in Philly now, right?
Yeah, he's in Philly.
Yeah.
I mean, just the disrespect goes on and on.
Can I ask you a question, Pamela?
Of course.
And I can't believe I said it that low, but my daughter's sleeping. So
I know he sounded like.
I heard you.
He sounded like.
Yeah,
Pamela.
yeah. I don't know. That was my Barry White voice for some reason.
I was about to say your Barry White voice kicked in.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I got a question. I think the reason why they look at us like we're a joke is because people like Brian Flores and Greer. Sometimes I think the national media knows that like this story's been going on for 6 months. Okay, everybody knows it. Brian Flores' mama, grandmama, kids know it. Why don't you just come out and dead the story?
He did. Don't get me started on that. He
Because
did.
But
okay,
no. Hold on, Steve. Give me a
Oh, here we
second.
go about Watson.
No, I'm not gonna go all day. I'm just saying. I think this situation.
We
If
almost
he
got
would,
through a whole show.
no. That's fine. You're gonna
Hey,
get through it.
Russell
We're
brought it
talking
up
about.
earlier.
You're talking about why they think we're a joke. People, they know that they're lying flat to our face. Now, after all this time, after all the disrespect, after you've made Tua look like crap for the last year, now you want to sit there and dig the story? That's why they don't respect us, Steven. They
well,
already know it was a lie.
Hey, I think
They
it
well,
did. I think
they
I think
didn't
the point
lie.
about that is that it's a non-factor. That's what I think. It's a non-factor, and
I
the
think
the
that
Good
media
point.
is hyping that. That it's not coming from Dolphins, hyping that. It's the media. They got to have something to stir it up, and that is exactly what they're doing.
it's more of a history of our coaches, from
That's
Adam Gase to Cam Cameron to
yes.
you even go back to when Nick Saban was here. I'm not going to take the Alabama job. 2 days later, he's in Alabama.
Oh, well, we
That's what
can't help what we've
that's
been through. We can only deal with what we
Right.
got now.
But I think that's why they're holding on to it. They're waiting for the
yeah.
other shoe to drop too.
If it's not Bullygate, it's the Nick Saban story. If it wasn't the Nick Saban story, it was this story. It's always
Come on,
something.
Cam Cameron,
Crap.
sail forward fast. Remember that?
Raphael K said Tomorrow War movie even threw shade on Miami. They did the writer of that movie that came out on Amazon last month
Yeah, do they still
is a
suck in the
Dolphins
future?
fan,
Get out of here.
and he goes,
Tomorrow
"Hey,
War.
do the Dolphins still suck in the future?" And I'm like, "It's funny because it's true." Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Did we
100%.
did we
He's
forget the
probably
main
a
story?
That was a
Patriots
case.
fan.
That was a
Let's be
case where
real.
a Dolphins fan was picking on himself. I get that.
We
I
do
get
that a lot.
Hey, did we forget when Campbell was sniffing coke and everybody caught him? Like how many different
Yeah, we were
retarded?
talking
Well,
about this.
that's what D-Dub just said. He said Dolphins have had plenty of stupid scandals over the year to justify the perception. Bullygate, Cocaine Gate, bad signings, possible taking. No, they
Talk
weren't.
about bad signings in
Case
that year,
Philbin, Saban.
bro. In that year, that's when who was that linebacker that we had? Was it Porter that left the San Fran game and went back to Pittsburgh, and then Malaluga. We had Ray Malaluga as well, and he got like a DUI or some crap, and then we had the running back, bro. That running back that
from
caught
Cincinnati.
No. That running back from I believe he was a Hurricane.
No, Cincinnati
He
Bengals.
caught the
It was a Cincinnati guy.
Yeah,
So-
he got
Homer.
If scandal was the reason for disrespect, are the Cheatriots not number one in that?
Because
I mean,
their
let's look
scandals
at it.
have to do with cheating to win.
Yeah, they
Not
won.
just that. How about the
That's the
the
only
hooker
difference.
story with
not
Kraft?
trying.
I mean,
Come on now. Winning forgives everything.
Every team has its scandals, y'all. Every team.
Hey, real
Cheating.
quick, I need to call two people out here. I need to call out AB, and who else was just talking crap? And 4Ps. Look, Kirk Merritt, both of you, okay? 4Ps and AB. Kirk Merritt, I'm going to laugh. I want y'all up here. The day Kirk Merritt goes off on an NFL field, I need y'all to come up here. It might not be today. It might not be this year. And it might not be with this team.
Hey.
But I promise you, Kirk Merritt's going to be a great NFL
Hey,
player.
Steven. People don't understand. We have replacements on this team for some of the players. When Parker goes, I really firmly believe Merritt's going to be taking that spot.
Merritt will be on the roster next year.
Merritt's playing this year.
No.
No. I
They
think
won.
they won.
What is that?
Somebody just wouldn't reverb.
I think it's Big John. Big John, something's going up with your phone there, boss. Just so you know.
Yeah, Big John, mute yourself.
Hey, and honestly, our two future corners, I think, are on this roster with Tro Williams
Do not say
and
Iggy.
Nick Needham.
Oh, okay. Good job.
I was gonna say
Nick Needham's
You
gonna
know,
Nick Needham's gonna have a year this year, bro.
he
Big John,
is.
go out and come
Needham
back
looks
in.
good.
There's something up with your phone. Yeah, it's Nick Needham's gonna have a big year this year.
So
Yeah,
I'm
forgot.
gonna go, guys. I'm gonna keep listening to you. All I have to say is, here comes week 1. Here comes win 1. Go Fence. Bye, guys.
Bye, Pam.
See ya.
man, I'm telling you, this you got to understand. We got people on this roster that are going to make such big imprints when some of these vets leave.
Terrence says scandals. Patriots had a murderer. Pleased with scandals. It's the league and our fans' uneducated takes. Well, explain more, Terrence. Elaborate, Terrence.
Got a point.
Hey, Terrence, I understand that's the biggest scandal of them all. Don't get me wrong. But when you win Super Bowls, they forget about that stuff for some reason.
I got you back on, Big John. You sound better now.
Just like, because Dallas had
I'll be
scandals
right back, Steve.
more than anybody. Yeah, Michael Irvin get caught in a hotel with prostitute and crack. Newton, the lineman, had pounds of weed.
Oh yeah.
Like, every team has scandals. It's just
We're also set it up that if DVP, Fuller, and Grant are let go, the replacements are already on the roster. Merritt, Holland, Waddle, and any 2022 draft pick will be able to step right in.
I don't know about Holland. I don't know about Holland playing safety to wide receiver. I think he means Hollins.
Yeah, Matt Collins. That's who he meant.
But what about? Hey, but you're also forgetting Preston.
I said this.
Preston
yesterday.
Williams is Parker's replacement. Stop it. That's what Mr. Ballgame just said.
Yeah,
I
he
said
is.
this yesterday, and somebody else said it on Twitter. I'm not gonna say who, and it went viral, I guess.
I agree with Ballgame if one thing happens, and that is Preston stays healthy.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
And see, that was my point yesterday. I was like, look, here's a reality. They didn't keep Merritt because they had a feeling that he would clear waivers. I think they got lucky there, by the way.
They got real lucky.
But they didn't think that they thought that he cleared waivers, right? And they know the odds of Albert Wilson, Preston Williams, Devontae Parker, those three alone staying healthy for an entire season are slim to none.
Hey, you do notice Merritt was the first person they signed back to that practice squad quickly.
Come on, man. We know this.
And who was right after that? Dokes.
And then Reed Sinnett. Reed Sinnet's up there too, man.
Yep. I was
Reed
happy
Sinnett,
he stayed.
Reed Sinnett's going to be the number 2 here next year, not Jacoby.
Damn, man, y'all keep forgetting Shaquem Griffin, bro.
Oh, Shaquem, I saw that too. Shaquem Griffin also.
Now, what's the deal with that veteran defensive lineman we pulled in?
From the Giants, I believe.
From the Jets.
Yeah.
That's so he can work with
I don't know enough about him.
Guys. He can teach the young tackles the moves that they'll see. He's just to help out. I heard that on Twitter. They was like, he just brought in to help on the practice squad, help the development tackles get
to do
accustomed
practice
to
squad things.
Yeah. He's gonna help the young guys get used to throwing moves at them.
Mr. Ballgame, I love you, man. You are more than welcome to come on the panel anytime. You don't have to just be in the chat.
I think Ballgame was right about Merritt being hurt a little bit, but I think they more or less stashed him last year because he didn't have the route tree and everything else down ready to go. I think it was more of a stash than anything.
That route tree don't even matter to me no more.
That's why I said
Reason said,
system like a grandmaster.
Hey, normally I would say it doesn't, but in this type of offense, the route tree is important because you want people. It's all timing. You got to have them routes down with timing.
In this offense, you are right, but I've heard Reason was the first person there I've ever heard bring up Kirk Merritt. When he gets that ball in his hands, he he looks dangerous.
Yo,
He's dragging.
Reason started that,
bro.
Reason started that Kirk Merritt train. I'm not going to deny my boy.
Literally.
But bro, I'm at the head of that train now. I love Kirk Merritt, and I'm trying to tell y'all,
And you all
man's
forget
gonna be a star.
You all also he does those little things. He blocks downfield. He has size.
He plays at 110%.
Yeah, you can tell he's a football player, y'all. He's like he's like Mac. He's like Matt Collins. That mentality of a football player. They're always looking to make a play. Those guys, man. Yeah. You gotta love guys like that on the team. I don't know how he didn't just make the team, man. But I mean, I'm just glad we got him back. But you know what I mean. You're funny, Steven. I love it though, bro. The enthusiasm, bro.
I think he's gonna be good.
I think
man. I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right.
I think we kept 5 tight ends.
Well, take stomach medicine 4 P's because I'm gonna keep it going about Kirk Merritt.
Hey, I think we kept 5 tight ends only because of Jones being hurt.
One of those tight ends are gonna go when Will Fuller gets back, and it's gonna be Ethan Carter. It's either gonna be Ethan Carter or Durham Smythe, but I don't think it'll be Smythe.
There's gonna be a couple of people. Don't we have who was the person we put on the pup list before?
You're in love with a practice squad player. I guess that's okay. T-Pain was in love with a stripper. You're not wrong, ball game. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that.
Wes Welker was once a practice squad player.
Wes Welker was once a practice squad player.
I'm just saying.
Say it again for the people in the back that obviously ain't heard me about Kirk Merritt.
Kirk Merritt's that guy, man. I'm telling you.
I can't wait for that day to happen because the very next day I'm getting on this mic and all you are going to hear for an hour and a half is me talk about how I was right. That's all I'm going to say for an hour and a half. I was right. I was right. You were wrong. You were wrong.
You go on Twitter.
I was right. That's all I'm going to do.
Come on now. You got to get your boy to make a song about that.
Oh, bro. I'm going to remix it. It'll be like that electric club music. I was right. I was right. I was right. I was right. Something like that. That's how it's going to be. Just that 15 million times. Just like Solo had Turnover Chain 20 million times in the song. Turnover chain. It's going to be, I was right about Merritt. I was right about Merritt. Trust me. That's how it's going to be. I'm trying to tell y'all.
How can we not say he didn't ball, man, when he showed it on the games, not just in practice? Like, I'm confused. Man. Okay.
And don't let me hear somebody say, we talking about practice, man. We ain't talking about the game.
And you know what, though? What impressed me the most in the games is the way he gets separation. Something we didn't have last year. He breaks free. He's 5 yards away from the nearest defender.
I mean, he got some separation, but I didn't see him get all that.
But you know what? You want me to talk about somebody on the squad who's going to go crazy this year? Matt Collins. Matt Collins is going to go crazy this year. That guy's going to have a big year.
You know who I'm thinking is going to have a big year this year, and I've been a hater of him forever.
Great training camp.
It ain't the separation. It's the breaking tackles when he catches passes.
Yeah. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That
ball game's going to give it to me on this one.
Jumping out of the tackle.
I've been a hater of this guy forever. I didn't know why we signed him to this contract, but I think Baker's going to have a big year this year.
Jerome Baker?
Yep.
Oh, that's why the Dolphins gave him that money, because they know what time
it is. I did not. I was like, wow. We were.
And the guy's jersey that I'm wearing, shout out to my wife. Happy birthday, honey. Happy birthday to you. Sammy Guavon. Yes, I'm wearing a number 49 jersey.
Guavin, get it right.
Guavin. I don't care.
Man, I'll believe it when I see it, man. I would like to see them, get through some traffic against the run and make a play.
Hey, you know what, though? With the Guavin, I would love for him to follow the last Texas Tech linebacker we had.
Zach Thomas.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, though. Guavin looks like he's prime, bro. He looked like he had the instincts in the preseason.
I don't care that it was a preseason game. It's still
no. Damn, Steven, can I finish what I was going to say, bro? Shit. I was going to say, man, the instincts that linebackers have, when they flash that, man, that's not that's not a fluke. So the stuff that he was doing can transition. If that front line, if he can play off that front line the way he did in preseason, I think it's going to translate to the regular season for Aguavin. Now, Jerome Baker, I don't know, bro. I mean, I'll believe it when I see it. You know what I mean? Right now at this moment, I still think they overpaid the dude.
I would say about Sam.
Here's the thing. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
When we first got him, it looked like he just wasn't up to speed. But I'm just saying, during this preseason, he looks like
I don't know what he's about to say, but while he's thinking about saying it, Tyrone, let me tell you, I said that Jakeem would never get cut. I said they weren't going to cut him. I said that they were going to trade him if they could. And guess what they did? They put him out on the trade block. They talked about they couldn't find a trade partner for him, which is why they restructured his deal. I wasn't wrong about that, Tyrone. They just couldn't execute the trade.
Well, I got to say, your boy was right. What was Shula do?
Wade.
Wade was right, because I remember him talking about that, and the next week I was like, to be fair though, the comparisons were between him and Albert Wilson. I think I have more faith in Albert Wilson and giving him a shot this year over Grant. But you know what I mean? I came back to my senses, and Big John is can attest to that. The receipts there, because even I came back to my senses and was like, I got a feeling this dude's gonna make the team now. After what he was doing in preseason, he just looked primed. You know what I mean? He was doing everything that the coach would want him to do. And if you can't find a trade partner, why not just get him back on the team? So,
Terrence, you can't make no statement like that. Everybody,
Jakeem.
Please,
Oh.
no.
I feel like he just made the team strictly off of the offseason, being the first receiver to link up with Tua, and of course his speed. But preseason work, training camp, yeah, but preseason work, I didn't see too much stuff that excited me.
I think he made the team because he has pictures of Flo and some compromising.
Oh, yes, TD. I said that. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Hey, TD, you come on right now. I'll put it in. I'll do 10 minutes. I'll do 10 more minutes because, I got to go to work. But I will do 10 more minutes right now. You get on. I'm trying to tell you right now, my boy. Merritt is better than Grant.
Just because Grant
made at wide receiver.
Just because Grant made the team doesn't make him a better wide receiver.
He's a better wide receiver
than Kirk Merritt.
But are we really discussing that?
Jakeem Grant is.
Are we really discussing that?
When TD came on, he did say Grant was better than Merritt.
Hey, let me ask you something. How many career receiving touchdowns does Grant have?
Huh?
How many career receiving touchdowns
Maybe
does Grant
4
have?
or 5.
I think he has 5.
And how many years?
6.
Exactly.
Please.
Didn't Kirk Merritt
Merritt can get that this year.
Come get this smoke.
Hold up.
Get this smoke.
Going by that.
TD said more than Merritt.
Grant has the same amount. Grant has the same amount of drops that he does touchdowns. Going by what the stats say.
So in the eyes of TD, that will make Gesicki better than what's the tight end that went to Atlanta?
Gonzalez?
No, the rookie tight end from Florida.
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, so that will make Gesicki better than Kyle Pitts because he has more career touchdowns. Okay, good one.
Hey, you want to know what? Kyle Pitts actually plays tight end. Gesicki doesn't.
That's what makes Kyle Pitts better than Gesicki right there.
I said it.
That's what makes Kyle Pitts better. Gesicki can't block, man. Kyle Pitts does that sleeping. I mean,
no, he
that's
don't.
kind of
Grant
bad.
has 10 touchdowns and 4 drops. Bro, I don't want to hear this that he only had 4 drops. BS.
He had 3 last year alone.
We're talking about receiving touchdowns, not total touchdowns.
Not total touchdowns, sir. No Gesicki hate. I'm just saying he's not a tight end. That's all I'm saying.
But
TD
you're not the first
hiding.
one to say
You're right,
that.
Carlos. TD don't want this smoke. TD don't want this smoke. That's what it is. He don't want this.
I'm
Yo, I ain't
just
gonna lie, yo. So yesterday was it yesterday or the day before? TD and I were on Twitter, and I was going back and forth, and it was the first time I had like a real back and forth with somebody on Twitter. I was excited about it. I was too hyped.
I be
was like,
getting
oh
killed on
snap, me
Twitter.
and TD going at it on Twitter. I was too hyped
yeah.
about it. Grant has 5
You thought
TDs in special teams alone.
I get
I
trolled
was
so bad
talking
on
about
Twitter.
receiving.
Yep, I agree. I know you were.
do they
We
not
all were.
realize something? Do they
All
not
right, so
realize something?
hold up. He had 10 total touchdowns and 5 in special teams. Well,
All
that
right,
gives
hold on.
exactly what I said. 5 receiving
All right,
touchdowns.
everybody put yourselves on mute. Put yourselves on mute because it's going down. What's up, sir?
Bro, why
What
you
is go-
always why you always saying it's going down, man? You don't want the smoke, Steve.
Bro, look, I understand, but it's time that the student teaches the teacher. That's what I'm going to say. That's what's about to happen right now.
I'm ready to learn.
Oh, well, sir, okay, look. Jakeem Grant is not a wide receiver. He's a return specialist. Okay? That he's only caught 5 touchdowns as a wide receiver in like 5 years. Kirk Merritt has had 2 touchdowns in 3 preseason games, right, guys? And I understand it's preseason. I understand. I get it. But I promise you, the moment Merritt gets into a game, it's going to be on.
He gets into a
better.
game.
He gets better separation than Grant does at wide receiver.
No,
He runs better routes.
that's just not true. That's just not true.
Tell me, sir. Tell me.
First of all, he doesn't have Grant speed. That's number one.
He runs a 4.33, not much off.
It doesn't mean, is it the same?
I'm talking about route running on a wide receiver field.
Bro,
as a wide receiver on the field.
Grant is a better receiver. Here you go with this.
Oh my God.
Here you go with this stuff saying Grant is a special team specialist. Let's be clear, man. Is Waddle a special team specialist?
Nope.
You see, so now I'm not trying to compare Grant and Waddle. Waddle is definitely leaps and bounds better as a receiver. But Grant is a wide receiver who can also return, and he excelled in the return game.
Explain to me where the wide receiving comes into play for the last 5
TD,
years.
he's never had over
He's a
400
return
yards.
man who can play receiver, not a wide
Y'all
receiver
see this?
who can return.
See, y'all want to throw out stuff like TD. He's never had over 400 yards. Well, you might as well put Albert Wilson in that category. He's a punt return specialist then.
I agree with that statement.
Albert Wilson actually runs routes and catches and has had a 100-yard game. How many touchdowns has Albert Wilson had?
Ain't that something? He
career?
just pointed out Albert Wilson has had a 100-yard game, which it was 125 yards, Steven. So you mean to tell me a receiver who can get 125 yards in one game can never have a season over 500 yards? How does that happen?
Because he was hurt. That's his problem.
Nobody want to hear that, bro.
He was hurt.
He
was hurt. And I'm not arguing about that. My argument with you, good sir, is that Jakeem Grant is not a wide receiver. In no planet, no way, shape, or form is that man a wide receiver.
Jakeem Grant is a wide receiver that excels in the return game.
Let me ask you something. If you go look at the wide receiving roster right now, okay, is he better than Jalen Waddle?
No.
Okay. Is he better than Preston
He ain't better
Williams?
than none of them.
Devontae Parker.
He's not better than any of them.
Albert Wilson.
He's not better than any of them that made the 53.
He's the worst out of the crop. But
guess what?
He's not better than Merritt.
But guess what? If Merritt was better, Merritt would have made the 53.
Hey, TD, he made that. The way I believe he made that 53-man roster to keep Waddle off punt return.
Exactly. Wait.
That man he didn't make no 53 to keep Waddle off no punt returns, man.
If Kirk Merritt was the return specialist, as you call Grant, if he was the return specialist that Grant was, would Grant be on his roster?
No, from a youth standpoint.
Good,
they would because they're not going to invest in Grant past this year.
Okay, I'll accept that. That's
Grant only makes the team over Merritt because he's a return specialist. If you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you, Go Villa says.
It's a
Thank
protection
you.
plan.
Let me help you understand
Hey, hold
something,
up.
bro.
Grant.
Let me help you understand something. If Devontae Parker gets hurt, Will Fuller gets hurt, and Waddle gets hurt,
We're screwed.
Kirk Merritt will move up. Let me help y'all understand something. Kirk Merritt will move up on the 53-man roster, but guess who's going to be the starting guy outside?
Unfortunately, Grant.
Same thing last year.
That's because he can't play.
Same thing last year.
That's because he
Well,
can't play in the slot.
Because if he was the guy, he would be starting over him. He would have made the 53. Y'all
Merritt. Look, two things. Number one, Mac Hollins. Nobody expected for Hollins to have the camp that he had. So Hollins is better than Merritt. Okay, let's just get that straight right now. But I believe personally, in my heart of hearts, that Merritt has his skill, his size, and what I've seen from him, he can be a number one, number two wide receiver.
He can be.
Let me show y'all where y'all skewed. First of all, I love Merritt and I love his game, and I think he's going to end up being a guy that makes a 53 in the next year or two consistently. Like be a solid number two receiver eventually. Does he have a higher upside than Grant? Oh, yes, I give him that all day. But let me show y'all where y'all skewed. I'm about to point it out to y'all.
We listening. I'm here.
How does Mac Jones had a phenomenal preseason and camp and preseason games, but what do y'all seem to tell me every time I say that? It was preseason, TD. That has nothing to do with real life in a real game. But you don't want to apply the same thing to these guys that you fall in love with that have proven zero in the NFL on the largest stage, but they have a good preseason and all of a sudden they're better.
I'm with Big John. Let me raise my hand.
I mean, I can see if you were like the top of everything coming out of college to give them like you're gonna give Waddle credit or at least debate that he's better than some of these guys. You're gonna give Kyle Pitts credit and debate that he's better than certain veteran tight ends. But y'all are sitting here giving guys like Kirk Merritt, which I love Kirk Merritt. This ain't hate against him. But y'all are just saying that he's better than Grant based off of a few plays in camp.
Based off no. Can I? First of all, let me answer.
Let Big John.
First of all, let me answer two things. First of all, I love TD. TD's my, I love TD. TD's my dude, and I understand where he's coming from.
Disagree.
No. I'm going to disagree with you regardless. You knew I wasn't going to agree with you regardless of the fact. I'm going to agree with you on one point.
I mess around.
I know you are. I'm going to agree with you on one point. The only reason, first, let's start off with this. The only reason why Grant made this team over Kirk Merritt, I don't think it was because he's a better receiver. I think it's because the Dolphins, they appreciate or like his return game as opposed to what Kirk Merritt can give them as a receiver because we got 7 receivers who can all play. Secondly, I think that the only reason he made this team, if you really want to be sincere, I think the only reason why he made this team is because they were able to get him for pennies on the dollar because they restructured his entire contract to like almost not even $1 million. That's the main reason he made this roster, because if he doesn't agree to the restructure, that's fine. If he can hear me, he got 6 years.
Some breaking news or
if they don't restructure his contract, he doesn't make this roster because they would have cut him.
I'll give you one better, Big John.
Wait. Let me finish because I'm gonna put myself back on mute. So I'm tired of listening to everybody writing the comments that I overpower everybody. So I'm just gonna stay quiet because I already told Stephen one time I wasn't gonna come back on the show. And he told me not to do that. So I'm gonna make it real quick. Now, part 2 of this is Mac Jones. Okay, first of all, Mac Jones is Cam spelled backwards, so they're gonna go real bad. They're gonna just start losing games. First of all, Mac Jones made this. Mac Jones has beat out Cam Newton because Mac Jones can do the one thing a quarterback's supposed to do that Cam Newton can't do. He can throw the football. Okay, you're a quarterback. Why did Tim Tebow not make it? No, but that's the main thing. That's why I don't like. That's why I don't like King Grant.
Hold on, Big John. Hold on. Go ahead.
Cam's immaturity helped to getting them cut too.
See. Listen. Y'all lucky I timed out, even though Steven kicked me out because
I did not do that. Don't you go there, bro.
He started feeling the pressure. But he kicked me out right when I was about to.
I did not. No, sir. I did
right
not.
When I was about to eat
lies,
all y'all opinions. But let me go ahead and
that's
give
messed
y'all a
up,
little
man.
truth bomb.
You and Steven are ebony and ivory. Don't do that to him, man. Come
No.
on.
I'm about to eat all y'all who disagree with me. Let me give y'all a little
Go
truth
ahead.
bomb. See, I was gonna save it and let y'all walk down this path of Grant was more valued as a returner, and that's why he got it. But you lucky Dwayne in the comment section spilled the beans. I was about to
Go
ask
ahead.
y'all this main question: what did Kirk Merritt do in college so well that even had him on the radar?
Catching traffic.
No, he was a return specialist.
He was a great special teams.
return specialist. So don't.
Yeah, but he's a returner who learned to catch.
I don't want that's even worse. So don't get
Your
me
team
with
can't catch,
because
how's
he
that
got
worse?
more value, because that's what Merritt was known for coming out. So
what are you telling me then, TD? You're telling me that Kurt Merritt didn't make the team because Grant's got more experience?
No, Kurt
That's
Merritt
the only
didn't
thing
make
I can see.
I did not kick TD off, just so
Hey,
everybody knows.
I disagree because if you look at it,
TD off. My
if
hands
you look
are
at
up
Kirk,
here. I
if
did
you
not
look at
kick
Kirk,
him off.
if you look at Kirk Merritt's highlights, they were a majority of it was that receiver. He was making plays, jumping up over people. Hell, he has enough vertical. He could jump over Grant.
I told y'all Steven keep kicking me out because
my
get too
hands
hot.
were up here. Everybody's seeing my hands right now.
Listen,
they knew where my hands were.
Kirk Merritt didn't make the team because he ain't better than Jakeem Grant.
Not true.
Okay, wait. Before you guys cut the show off, TD, did you read what I wrote to you yesterday?
You got to refresh my memory.
Okay, if you didn't, that's fine. You remember how you were talking on a show, and I agree with you. Remember you were saying Tua's a kinetic learner?
Kinesthetic.
Kinesthetic. You remember this? He actually Tua agreed. Tua said,
yeah, I saw that in his
on a
interview.
video
He actually said
that he was a
last
kinesthetic.
night.
He was right spot
I saw
on.
that, and I said I told people that's exactly
Yeah.
what the issue was last
Kinesthetic,
year.
yeah.
That's why he didn't know that playbook, because he's a kinesthetic learner, and that's it. But that confirmed to me, shame on the coaches. That makes me take a little bit of the blame off of Tua and put it more so on the coaches, because they weren't teaching. They weren't training him kinesthetically.
Yep.
He's a guy who needs to see it, then actually go do it to lock it in. He's not this guy where he sees it and he got it, or you tell it to him and he got it. He has to put it. That's why he said now he loves the fact that they look at it, then they go out and rep it so many times, so he locks it in. And I said that a few months ago. I said
that goes down. That goes down to coaches not knowing their players.
Exactly. But good. I'm glad you actually pointed that out, because that was a huge point I was trying to make, and people didn't understand that when I did that stream about the four quadrants. How some quarterbacks are reading right. Brady is visual. Brady isn't kinesthetic. Brady is visual. Most quarterbacks are kinesthetic. But the sad thing is, a lot of people aren't training their quarterbacks kinesthetically. They're actually putting them in the field room thinking they just locking stuff down, when some of them need to go out there on the field and put the reps in.
TD, the perfect example was Peyton Manning. Look how bad he was that first year until he had played and went through it all, and then he came out and he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Look at Estefan.
But nah,
Hey,
I appreciate that.
Can I say something real quick?
I appreciate that, homie, for even recognizing that, because
of course, I tell you, man.
What is he even talking about?
Hey, TD, if we're gonna point out when you're wrong, like now, then we'll point out when you're right too.
Well, as of right now, only Big John gets credit for that, because
what was on my show, so I get partial credit.
No, Steven, because you getting ethered on this
Steven, find a way to
keep those highlights. Those highlights that you were doing, was it like 2 days ago?
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of good points that you brought up on that too. You know what I mean? It's just.
Oh, they mad at me about that. They mad.
I know they are, bro. I know, but it's what it is.
I have no issue with the highlights he was showing because he was showing things that are true. The only thing I say, because I went back and looked at the same highlights he was putting on, and then I went back and looked at the Alabama tape. His Alabama tape doesn't look half as bad as the highlights TD was putting up on the stream, and it's not because TD was picking on him. It's because I associate a lot of those high throws to his hip injury. I've been
Yeah,
saying that from day one. If you can't throw and you're left-handed and you have a messed up right leg and you can't push off, the ball has to come out high because you got to throw all arm. And he's
not
throwing
it,
behind receivers. That's a fact.
and it's
He
not
wasn't
just that,
wrong.
bro. His training that he did with his dad. Whenever he got now I wouldn't say insulted, but he got the constructive criticism from Dilfer, right? And they went back and practiced like his movement in the pocket, his throwing motion. A lot of it has to do with how he moves in the pocket and his mobility. You know what I mean? And if his mobility is not there, and then he's having issues with his hip, how the hell are his passes going to even look half as decent as what they would have when he was at Alabama? And this is the issue that I had last year because I never I don't have a receipt publicly where I stated that, and you don't have to believe me. That's fine. But I was telling EM that I was like, dude, why does this dude look like this inside the pocket, bro? Like, is that what you saw when he was in college? And it was like, no. He straight up told me it wasn't, man. So
Now I know Steven got to go soon, but last point on that, if you don't mind, Steven, to Esteban's point, real quick, we need to evaluate that though. I know we're saying it's because of the hip. That's the number one reason, right? I believe it's because of the hip. But as we look this year, if that hip is 100% and we still see those characteristics of the high balls or the not in stride and stuff like that, then it's either not the hip or the hip is going to bother him for the rest of his career. So if we say it's the hip, then that's going to be a problem long term. Yep. And if it's not the hip, then it's just a trait that he has to improve.
I'm gonna make a point. I'm gonna make a point off of that point you just said. I was talking to somebody yesterday for like 2 hours, and I'm gonna make a point. People might not like it. That's fine. I don't mind being TD where nobody likes me or they make a point negatively. That's fine. TD's right. So here goes this. Tua has never had a better receiving core than he has this year, people. Even in Alabama, Tua has a better receiving core now. If Tua doesn't get it done now, it's nobody's fault but Tua. And it's not his hip. It was the strength in the hip. He didn't have any. If he doesn't do it this year, he's never going to do it. Telling you right now.
All in the hips.
Well, it is true because he's left-handed. The right leg was injured.
All I can picture is the Adam Sandler from Happy Gilmore. It's
Steven.
Yeah.
You'll do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Mute Steven from me for thinking Merritt is better than Grant.
Oh, that ain't never gonna happen. No, sir.
Steven, mute yourself.
You're just wrong.
Steven, can you do me a favor?
Yeah. This is the same guy who said,
Steven.
Did he say Brett Favre was trash?
See, you won't bring up stuff that
Did he say Brett Favre was trash less than 48 hours ago?
I did.
You're on
interceptions of any quarterback in NFL history.
72-hour mute because of that comment alone.
Man,
interceptions of
Steven, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Find a way to save this episode as a receipt for when Merritt balls out.
Oh,
on the practice squad, by the way.
Pro. We already know this. Matter of fact, I'm going to go back and retitle this.
Why do y'all do that?
Merritt is better than Grant.
Hold on.
Featuring TD Finstock.
Yeah, but why do y'all do that? Merritt has a greater upside. So if 2 years from now he's balling out and y'all be like, I told you he was better, he would be better at that point. But right now,
TD never disagreed that Merritt had a better upside.
I'm telling you the reason he's not on this roster now, TD, is
because
he's not good enough. It's not.
Can I ask you a question? Can you guys agree that maybe
we have the most depth at wide receiver than we've ever had?
Bro, okay,
yeah, but I don't.
I want you to name the actual tangibles that Merritt does great. Let me watch this.
Number one, he gets off his defender better than I would say 75%
Yeah,
of the
he gets
receivers
some
I've
good
seen play for our
separation on
team
the go
in
routes
the
on the
last 10
outside.
years.
Bro,
Number
that's all.
two, he's
Listen,
great
that's
at
all
route
we're
running.
talking about
Number
right now.
three, the boy's got hands. He can catch for days.
That's all we're talking about right now. Merritt on a few go routes and making plays. Whoa, that's Kirk Merritt.
But I can only go based off what I see.
Tree.
And I
You
can
don't
only
see
go
this
based
man
off what
on
I see.
drags
And I can
on crossing routes and just
TD, I can only go based off what I see. And I can only go and compare it against other receivers that I've seen for the past 10 to 15 years.
Even
and
though
in my opinion, he's better than 80% of the receivers we've had.
You remember the
Steven,
last
even though I like Merritt, bro, I like him too. TD's right, bro, because it's the same problem. The issue with this debate is the same issue that we have when we talk about Tua or anybody else that you like as a player, bro. Or not just you in general. I'm just saying everybody in general is like it's the same thing going back to me and you debating about Eichenberg, bro. They're not proven. They haven't done nothing yet.
And I'm
so that's all it is, bro.
Now, I'm telling you,
At the end of the day,
the moment that boy steps on the field, he's gonna make a difference.
Yeah, next
that's
year.
fine, bro. And right now it's looking like your Eichenberg prediction's not going to work out.
I'm not even going there with you because I gotta go.
Let me
second string guy then.
Can we say
right,
that
y'all, I gotta
Kirk
run
Merritt
too,
can
man.
high point the ball
Hey,
better?
TD, I love you, brother. Be good.
Appreciate you,
All
right, guys, I gotta go too. Okay. I hope y'all had a good time today. Estefan, I'll get it in with you tomorrow, my guy. Spurs suck, and I'm not even giving you a final thought. I'm kicking you off. Bye, Felicia. You can get me tomorrow, Estefan. I ain't got time for your foolishness and shenanigans. Guys,
my God.
if you have not hit that like button yet, please go hit that like button. Please, no, I'm not bringing you back, Estefan. I'm not doing it. Not this Estefan all up in the back room talking about bring me back in. Bring me back in. Hey, yo, Adrian. Hey, yo, Adrian. Yes,
Hey,
that's
Steven.
what Estefan's like right now. Yeah, what's up?
Swaggo just went on First Take and said everybody's sleeping on Miami. He sees Miami making noise.
I'm trying to tell y'all, my let people sleep on them. Go ahead. Take that NyQuil. AB says, great show, Steven. AB, can you please tell more people to come watch this show? Because there should be more than 93 people watching this show.
Y'all didn't
Shout
say
out to the 93
the
people that are watching right now, though.
Y'all didn't say the
I only
TD.
got 65 lights.
If he says preseason, back on. If it's that easy, why Grant ain't do nothing in preseason games? If he's such a stud,
They're going to use the
man.
excuse that they didn't use him, besides punt returning. But whatever, it is what it is, man. I've gotten to a point where I realize what I see. That's why I went off the other day on Larry's show, and they kept telling me that I follow everybody.
Hey, you already said this.
I don't
got.
got.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I know.
I love you guys.
Jesus, Steven, that was harsh.
I'm sorry.
I love you,
I love
bro.
you guys. Peace.
Damn.
Peace and hair grease. I'm kicking y'all off. All right. Hey, look. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. It's been a lot of fun today. I've had so much fun hanging out with y'all. Guys, please go hit that like button. Do me the favor and hit that like button. If y'all want to go ahead and donate to the channel, y'all can do that too. That helps me out. But most of all, more importantly, I just want more people seeing the show. So please go share this, rewatch it, get as many eyes to this as you can. This was a great show today, I think. At least that's what y'all are saying in the chat box. So go share this show, okay? Let's go, guys. All right. I love y'all. Y'all be good. I will see y'all tomorrow morning on Spread Kindness Friday. Peace out.